Hello everyone, welcome to WorkLife Update. For those of you who are new to this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. This time we will share about how a company calculates and pays its employees' salaries. Let's watch this video until the end to find out the whole process. For most of us who work, we always look forward to our payday, and that moment is a time we eagerly await. But do you know how your company calculates and pays your salary before it's transferred to your personal account? In a large company, there's always a payroll team responsible for calculating and paying employee salaries on time every month. The payroll team is part of the HR department. Employee salary calculations start from the beginning of the month and continue through the cutoff date for the current month. For example, if the company's cutoff date is the 25th, then the initial salary calculation starts on the 26th of the previous month and continues through the 25th of the current month. Meanwhile, for new employees, the salary calculation period starts from the first day of employment and continues until the final deadline, or cutoff, as explained previously. Therefore, our first salary doesn't have to be 100%, but rather adjusted to the date or day we first start work. After the payroll system has finished calculating the salaries of all employees, the salaries will then be transferred to their respective accounts starting 5 to 7 days after the cutoff period. Because what is transferred to the employee's account is net salary or take-home pay, we need to know what components are calculated and included in the monthly salary that goes into our account. Essentially, the main components of a salary are income and deductions. Income consists of base salary, allowances such as transportation, position allowance, meal allowance, and others, plus overtime and bonuses, if applicable. Deductions include taxes. Here in Indonesia we call it as PPH 21, BPJS health insurance, BPJS employment insurance, and absence payments. These salary components are outlined in the employment agreement we signed and approved by the local labor office. Salaries for each employee vary depending on the position and responsibilities agreed upon before starting a job. But there's no need to worry, because the company has a career development program that will facilitate salary increases or promotions based on our work performance, which is periodically assessed by management. So, let's get excited and demonstrate our work achievements by achieving key performance indicators in our jobs. So how does the company calculate, deduct, and transfer our monthly salary? There's no problem with the base salary component, as the amount remains the same every month, unless there's a promotion or a raise. Problems always arise with allowances, overtime, and deductions. For example, attendance allowances are automatically deducted from the salary component if there's a month of absence from work. This always raises questions among employees, who lack a clear understanding of the fixed components and variable components of the allowances. To calculate overtime hours, each company uses a standard formula set by the government: basic salary divided by 173, which is the wage for 1 hour of overtime. For example, if the basic salary, including fixed allowances, is 5 million rupiah, then the overtime wage for 1 hour is 5 million rupiah divided by 173 rupiah. Therefore, the overtime pay that must be paid for 1 hour is 28,902 Indonesian rupiah. Note, the number 173 is the average working hours in 1 month. However, for overtime pay in Indonesia, the first hour's pay differs from subsequent hours. If in the example above, the first hour's pay is 28,902 rupiah, then the pay for hours 2 through 7 is, multiply the first hour's pay by 1.5, so the pay for hours 2 through 7 is 43,353 rupiah per hour. For example, if we work overtime for 4 hours in 1 day, the pay is 28,902 for the first hour, 43,353 for the second hour, 43,353 for the third hour, 43,353 for the fourth hour. So the total overtime pay for that day is 158,961 rupiah. For the income tax component or PPH 21, the amount of the deduction is according to government regulations, namely a minimum of 5% and a maximum of 30% depending on the amount of each individual's income. In tax terms it is called PTKP or non-taxable income. The BPJS Kesehatan or health insurance deduction is 1.5% of salary, plus an additional 3.5% paid by the company. The BPJS Ketenagakerjaan or social insurance deduction is divided into several subcomponents: work accident insurance, death insurance, old age security, and pension insurance, totaling 5% of salary. It's important to understand that this BPJS Ketenagakerjaan or social insurance deduction can be claimed after you stop working or retire. To make it easier to understand, we can look at an example of a monthly payslip and its components. Each company has its own policies regarding employee benefits. Fixed benefits are those paid regularly each month along with the base salary and are included in the overtime pay calculation formula. Variable benefits are paid based on monthly performance and are not included in the overtime pay calculation formula. With so many components to calculate, deduct, and ultimately transfer to each employee's account, totaling thousands, the payroll team needs 5 to 7 days from the cutoff date to transfer the payroll to our account. Even with the help of modern software, it still takes time to minimize errors in payroll payments. Once salaries are transferred to each employee, the payroll team's responsibilities are complete, and they are ready to resolve any payroll-related complaints. It's our personal responsibility to use the salaries we receive wisely and properly. This salary represents our own hard work and sweat, and it should be used wisely to benefit to our life. Salary components vary from company to company, and each company has its own welfare policy. Some companies offer a high base salary but reduce the allowance component. This benefits employees, as they can receive a substantial holiday allowance when the holidays arrive. Others offer a lower base salary but offer numerous allowance components, which employees can receive each month based on their performance. But whatever salary we receive, we must be grateful. How well we control our desires will affect how much we save. If we can't control our desires, then no matter how much we earn, it won't be enough. Because working and earning an income is the path to success. Keep up the good work, workers, and those just starting out. Hopefully, this can be a reference in choosing a career.